right, this is the Triumph Tiger. I haven't ridden a Triumph Tiger in a very long time. When I had a Triumph Tiger, ADV bikes were called big trailies. This is very comfy. Good suspension, really good suspension. This is so really cool. And I'm on sport mode. This is the Rally Pro, the Triumph Rally Pro. I was very interested in trying this one, but they didn't have it. And then a guy hopped on my Tiger, and I'm like, all right, I guess I'll follow these guys here. It's nice that they have, I love the screen on this one. This one is actually really well done and it sounds great. It's digital, but it's not tacky. It's very easy to read. I'm gonna go to the left here. There we go. Oh yeah, this bike is really kind of cool. It feels a lot more sporty than the Tenere and a lot more powerful. It feels a lot more refined than the Super Tenere. A whole lot more refined. I also like the mirrors, but for some reason they're not very well adjusted. This is a killer bike, lots of power. However, it's geared, it's excellent. And you know, I got kind of like this little bit of a forward lean to the position. Look at that, Tiger. You do have modes. I'm in sport mode. I can switch it into off-road, road. That's the beautiful thing with bikes. Adventure bikes now, it's like they're fully adjustable. You want to ride off-road? Well, put it off-road. It switches the ABS off and gives you all sorts of little feedbacks here and there. Very easy to ride. It kind of feels like it's a very sporty position. Even in fifth gear, it pulls really hard. This is a very surprising bike. You know, I was not expecting to ride this, but I've been a fan of Triumph Tigers. You know, they did the Steamer. I owned the Steamer. I had a 98 Steamer. Terrible bike, but beautiful. And then I decided to buy a Speed Triple, and that was extremely reliable. It was a 955i engine. The Steamer still carbureted. 3 cylinders. It was beautiful, but it lacked the engineering that these have. I mean, these are so much better. I wish I could like twist the mirror. Oh my god, the mirror is just so... Whoever adjusted it sucked. Yeah, I even like the Speedo. The Speedo is so cool. So I'm about to turn over here. Brakes dive a lot. Holy cow, the brakes dive so much on this. And turning the handlebars, it puts you in such a... Oh! That's incredible. That's a lot of power. God damn, that's a lot of power. It feels much more nimble than the Pan American. As it should be, it's lighter. This thing will lift the front wheel over humps. That is great. And of course, this one is the 21-inch front wheel bike, so that means that it doesn't handle corners quite as well, but just as capable. I mean, uh-oh, what are these guys doing? What are these guys doing? They're stopping people from going over here. I guess the locals call the cops. Yeah, like very nimble, very powerful. It does feel like a really amazing bike. It does look scary. I guess they brought out the coppers. It's like these guys are speeding through these neighborhoods. Not me. There's a lot of good things about this bike. I wish I had an integrated GPS. The Goldwing did that. That was a beautiful stroke. You gotta have that these days, just integrated GPSs. It's not that hard to put that on a bike. This has got a lot of power for 800. Standing on it, I can almost flat-foot it. It kind of hurts my thighs, the edges of the rubber, but I'm just going to go a little bit of a... Very comfortable. I think the position is a little bit aggressive. If you stand up, it's actually very comfortable to stand up on this thing. If you're riding off-road, this definitely feels a lot more nimble than my Super Tenere. But I kind of feel that I think the Tenere 700 makes more sense. It's a lot cheaper. I mean, this Triumph is amazing. Like, it's got plenty of power. Let's pull over here so we can like look at it. It does twist that. This is not like a it just twists that wheel like crazy. This is the Triumph 900 Tiger. It's the rally version, and it's got the spoke wheels, 21-inch front wheel, 17 rear. I like the styling a lot. And you have the adjustment for the preload over there. You do have a cable for the clutch, but this engine on this bike is incredible. If you look around, massive exhaust. You can probably get rid of it and save some weight. But chain drive, they do have a Tiger with a shaft drive, which is kind of crazy and really sought after, I think. They have it on display, but not as a demo. You know how everything is clustered full of buttons? This one, you just move down, tachometer. You move down, it switches into audio, I guess for phone or whatever. And then you have a trip music selector. You have a GoPro connected. Oh, that is brilliant. Because a lot of people vlog like me, you can tell if your GoPro is vlog or recording. That is brilliant. Very simple, but yet aesthetically pleasing, and it looks like they took the time to design it. You know, what was the last bike I tried? Oh, even the KLR was kind of crummy. Just, they're really not interested in spending money. Like Kawasaki does not like to spend money. One guy's on the Tiger too. Oh, these guys are blasting. Hell yeah. That was fun. Oh yeah. I mean, this bike has got a 21-inch front wheel and it rides like a sport bike, my front wheel became very light over there. You know, I do have a friend that bought a Tiger and he had a lot of issues. It was one of the modern ones, but I think Triumph is more reliable than KTM, and it's just one of these bikes that I think people get very afraid of getting because it's an exotic brand. Yeah, here's the cops. They actually stopped this because I think there might have been some corners. There might have been an accident up the road and they're like, we're gonna shut this down. Look at this beautiful scenery. Whoever's leading this is doing a great job. Yeah, even the buttons that Triumph uses to change the menu. Look at him popping, popping a wheelie. Look at that, popping a wheelie. Yeah, really fun. Yeah, like this is a great little bike, man. A 900, which is essentially what the Steamer was. It was a 900. Let's change the menu again. He seems to know where he's going. I'm gonna follow him. There's a Tiger over there too. Those bikes are really fast too, but this thing is just as fast. I'm just being a little conservative. The cool thing about Triumph is they let you take out the bikes yourself. So the fuel gauge is on the left side, the temperature gauge is on the right. You can change whatever's over here, like this main screen, I think you can change it. It does have a gear indicator. It seems to be very accurate. You know, when you come into this bike from the Royal Enfield, you go like, what the hell? $5,000. You popped a wheelie. When you like get that at Royal Enfield and you're like, why would I want to get that compared to this thing? This thing is just so much better. It handles pretty well for a 21. Uh-oh. I thought he was going to pass on the... Alright, let me see if I can pass this guy. I don't want to pass on the double yellow because this is a loner. You know, it is a little bit hunched forward. I'm not used to that. I want to see what the consumption is for fuel. Of course, we had to get stuck behind this car, but at least I get to like try out the low speed. This is the speed I would be doing commuting. We're going to be turning right here. All right, let's go. It will lift up that front wheel, that's for sure. It's got plenty of power. I'm very impressed. You know, Triumph had a bad time with the girly Tigers. If you don't know what the girly Tigers are, it's the first fuel injection Triumph Tigers that came from the Steamers. The Steamers were like this weird, butch, overly large behemoths. And then they're like, oh, we're gonna make it cute. We'll put stripes on it. I actually kind of like the look of the girly Tigers. But it wasn't very popular. And when you do see them, like, people don't generally like keep them. And then eventually they made a different style girly Tiger. And that sold a little bit better because they kind of smoothed out the lines. It's funny, you can actually see the bike visibly going up in the suspension when you twist the throttle. That's how much power it has. Like if I downshift to third, you see it come up. It's quite evident. The suspension is all over the place. I think it does brake quite a bit. Like if you brake, the suspension goes down way too much. I wish it was integrated. GPS was integrated onto the dash. That should be something that comes stock. Yeah, I didn't realize that this bike was so fantastic. It really is it's so light to turn. It does not feel like a 800 at all, or 900. It feels like a 650. That's kind of incredible. So that is the Tiger. This is the 900 Tiger. It's the rally cross that I was doing at Burnout. Just incredible. This bike is so nimble and is so well designed as far as like ergonomics, except the seating position. Let me put it onto a different mode here. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video.